Hi, I'm Phil Constantine. On this episode of Travels with Phil, we're going to the Land Between the Lakes, a national recreation area located in western Kentucky and Tennessee. Covers both states there. Give you an idea where it's located. This is Nashville, Tennessee, as seen from space. Then just off to the northwest, not too far away, you can see this area of land in between Kentucky Lake and Lake Barkley. So let's take a little bit more detailed look. You're looking at the southern end of the recreational area, which covers 170,000 acres. And you can see here, it is almost completely surrounded by water from these two lakes, which were once rivers. And we'll take a look at it from space, or not from space, but from a different angle here. You can see it seems to be almost this little island of land completely surrounded by water. There is some beautiful scenery out there. I know I came through the area once and really enjoyed looking at it. And in the primary words here are recreational area. This area is designed for people to enjoy in a wide variety of ranges, such as biking, whether it be pedaling or motored. You can see motorboats out there. And speaking of the difference between motored and human-powered, you can take your fishing boat out there. You can see these folks coming in kayaks and canoes. And in fact, it's not just the national recreational area. It also has several state parks from Kentucky, and Tennessee has some parks in the area. So it's really designed to get people in the outdoors. In fact, one of their sayings is, enjoy yourself outside. They even have campgrounds here set up for folks who like to have horses. So it is a wide variety of things you can do out there. And this is the area. Now, there are over 300 miles of undeveloped shoreline with over 150 public access points for kayaks and canoes. So lots of areas to get out there. Here's a little bit of history for you. In 1937, flooding on the Tennessee and Cumberland rivers led to loss of life and property. Well, dams were created to prevent this from happening again. And thus, the Land Between the Lakes was born. It used to be called the Land Between the Rivers. And they call it LBL. That's the local slang for it, Land Between Lakes. So let's take a look around. They have a spot out there called the Homeplace 1850 Working Farm and History Museum. And this is designed to show you what it was sort of like for the settlers who came into the area around 1850, or were living there at least in the 1850s, what their life might have been like. So it's a sort of an area where you can re-experience that particular time in history. But they also have wildlife. They have an elk and bison preserve out there. And this is a stretch out there, actually a fairly large area, where bison and elk, who are both reintroduced into the area, are able to just roam freely, wander about. And the nice thing about it is, as long as you're careful, you get a chance to see them in the wild. But there's all kinds of wildlife out there, be it insects, be it flying creatures, of a wide variety of those, and even wild turkeys wandering around in the area. Lots of deer, geese, all kinds of animals out there. They even have otters and ospreys, and they participated in a program to bring in the American eagle to help this area. Now, they also operate a captive breeding program for the red wolf with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services, and they also help some other animals out at the Woodlands Nature Station, where they have, you can see the possums out here, all kinds of other animals here. Nice owl. Love that eagle. And lots of wildflowers and animals here. Show you some real quick pictures. They have a lot of areas dedicated for hummingbirds. You can see another one of the wolves out there in their enclosed area to help them be able to breed and increase their numbers. Lots of flowers, some very, very pretty flowers out there. Now, this is a wildlife area, so you do have to be careful with the things on the ground, be it a salamander or a possum hiding in a log. But there's also some snakes out there as well, so it is a wild area. Pitcher plants here, one of the 2 or 3 small variety of plants that actually eats insects. And just some beautiful spots, so a wide variety of places out there. And not only that, they also have a planetarium. It's one of the very few in this part of the country, so you get a chance to appreciate what's going on in the sky. So if you find yourself in western Kentucky or Tennessee in the Land Between the Lakes, you might want to check it out. And hey, there's the sign, 3 exits. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.